We're back, heading into the isolation chamber. Remember last time I was counting up all the fights and I had that manual counter going? The game does it for you already. Look there in the bottom of the screen there, so I've got the time, 9:57, then next to that, the little sword icon, 270. That's how many battles we've had so far in total through the whole game. 270, and 70 odd of them were just last time. Outrageous. Anyway, here we go. By the way, look at that empty bonus board. So whenever you load the game, no matter what your bonus board was, it starts empty. The bonus board isn't saved when you save the game. Annoying.
Wonderful. I'm so glad
I think Raimi's still my favourite character to control in battle, just because her Blindside's so cool. Oh. Fuck's sake. Right. Okay, so it's one of those situations where the map is useless because it's full of all these invisible barriers. Okay, let's find a way. These guys have a lot of HP.
For a battle, rather an anticlimactic affair.
Yeah, for a battle. You know what? Getting FaZe back on the team. Sick of this guy. Good old FaZe. Oh, he seemed to have reached an impasse. Oh, you just time it. Alright, great. Let's control them a little bit. Just for fun. Can't do the Blindside if you're not targeting my character. Alright, here we go. Ah, you ruined my fun, Raimi. Alright, some of them flicker in and out of existence. Some of them just flicker. Right. We'll figure it. Oh, I hate this area. I hate it. What do you like best about games? I like getting stabbed in the back by fireballs from off screen. It's my favourite. Streaked chainmail. Can you even imagine what that was? Wow, yeah. Yeah, we'll have that. Did I miss a chest in here? I feel like I did. I did and all. God damn it. Right. Oh, I hate this. God. Like, they all blink, but some of them disappear and some of them don't. Oh, dreadful. It'd be nice if your minimap got updated as you approached each gate. So you knew which ones were safe and which ones, you know, like, so you could draw a path, basically. I suppose you could always do that with a piece of paper. Oh, just want that treasure chest. Okay, so you can't... Bloody hell. Oh, I did it! I did the double blindside, look at that! Oh, wow. It's the first for everything, isn't it? Maybe I'll get a battle trophy for doing the double blindside.
Bring 'em on.
Yeah. Any battle trophies? I did a double blindside, acknowledge it. Nope. Yeah. Oh, go, 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 go. Ah, no. My bonus board. I know you can go up or down. Flip, which way do we want to go? Ah, woeful. Please tell me none of the other floors are like this. Ah, I hate it. Let's go downstairs since we're right next to the stairs. B2 generator area. You know what? This looks like the way forward, so let's try going upstairs and see what we get. Ah, oh, respawned all the enemies. God damn it. What a palaver. Why am I doing this? Sheer curiosity. What's upstairs? Tell me. Control tower. Oh, maybe this is the way forward. It's impossible to tell. Ah, sack it. One way or the other, we've got to find out, haven't we? What's this? Thunder Rain. Whatever that was, I just blew it up. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I hate these big fellas. Got HP forever. Go on, target him, target him, target him. Target him. He's right there, right, thank you. I might try using Limmel to fill up a bit of the bonus board, because apparently if you defeat an enemy using only skills and symbology... Oh, come on. If you do that, then you get a red crystal which restores 1% of your HP and MP per battle. So with a few of them... God! Right, so let's get Limmel to lock onto one of the weaker enemies. Right, we're locked on. We can use her skills. Now I don't know if it'll count because other people have already done damage. Uh-oh. Run. No, too late. Ah. Hang about. Red. So is this one just always on? Yep. Is that taking away my HP? Doesn't look like it. Well, let's try one of them offensive items. Like an EM bomb or something. EM bomb, I've got 11 of them. 2,500 HP damage to target and nearby enemies. Sounds good. Eat it. Should save them for bosses. Oh, pretty good, eh? Right, for God's sake, I hate this. Yeah. Okay, Limmel, you could probably take out one of these guys. Where's she going? Alright, you. Oh, just missed. What a useless waste of time. It's proving too much of a challenge to try and defeat enemies using only skills. Let's try doing it with Edge, but using only his battle skills. So Rising Blade, and let's have Stampede Slash, and a chain combo with that. So if I press L2, I should be able to chain these together one after the other now, is my understanding of this battle system. Let's find out. You know, the lock-on doesn't actually affect the camera. That's annoying, isn't it? Oh, I feel like I didn't. Oh. Maybe I read it wrong, but I'm pretty sure if you defeat an enemy using only special skills, you should get a red gem. Maybe I'll have to look it up again. Or maybe other characters' actions have an effect on it as well, so if anyone else lands an attack on the enemy, you don't get the gem. What does this do, I wonder? There we go. Makes everything foggy. Oh, right. Now, can they go through it? Yes, they can. There we go, I got it. Yeah, you just have to spam your special attacks and you get it.
Wonderful. I'm so glad everyone's safe.
HP MP times 1%. I have to get a few of them before it's any meaningful thing. Hang on. Ah, right, fine, whatever. Shadow Needles. I'm going to use Shadow Needles to see what it looks like. Shadow Needles R2. Okay. Come on, Shadow Needles. Yeah. That was underwhelming. Thundering. What does it do? I don't know. I think trashing them terminals deactivates some of the barriers, like it changes them from always on to flickering. I've forgotten which way I came in. God, oh, what a waste of time. Right. Woo! Quick, use your Shadow Needles! Treasure chest ahoy. Damn. Okay, let's go further and further around. Nope. It's like every avenue I try is blocked. And so I reroute. I open up the map and reroute, and I'm trying to think in my mind, okay, where were the barriers I just ran into? And I think I've got a route in my head. And do you know what this reminds me of? And this is a very specific reference that only applies to me, but I'm going to explain it anyway, because where else, you know, what else are you doing? Right. God almighty. Okay. It reminds me of, I work in a shop, right? And at Christmas it's very, very busy. And when you're trying to restock the shelves, but there's customers in your way and you're just holding an armful of stuff, sometimes boxes of stuff. God almighty. It's really heavy and you just want to put it down on the shelf where it goes, but you can't because there's customers in the way. So you try to take the direct route, but like a customer just wheels up with a pram and starts browsing a book for 4 years before they decide whether or not they're going to buy it. And you go, okay, and you go, what? You try and go around them, but then another customer blocks off the next aisle. God almighty. So then you try and go around that customer, but then someone else, and then you just get, instead of getting closer to the thing where you're trying to put it down, you just end up getting further and further away. You go, hang about, I'm in the women's wear department here. I'm only trying to put away some pair of socks. That's what's happening to me now as I'm trying to get this treasure chest. My treasure chest's around here somewhere. God, please be worth it. Skill manual, stun. Oh, it does seem worth it. Causes attacks to occasionally stun the target. Edge or phase. I think edge is useful enough as it is, but what's he got? First aid and auto healing. Don't think you need them both. Let's switch over first aid to stun. That might come in handy. That was worth it, to be clear. Oh god, I thought I'd won the fight then. I've forgotten where I wanted to go. Yep, here we go. Up the stairs. Hopefully that's us leaving behind the flickering barriers of misery. Oh look, a healing point. God for that. Just have to find our way around to it. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Doing everything evil, FaZe. Yeah, you help then, FaZe. What's the betting you can't get to that treasure chest? Bonus board broken. What's behind him? Oh, whatever. It's a shame that. Stunned him though, it's working. Wow. I hate him. The barriers of misery. Sylvance. Nice. I'll tell you what, I will give this game so far. Every time I go out of my way to get a treasure chest, or more often than not, should I say, it is something where I'm glad that I did it, like getting a new weapon then. Just give him quite a nice boost in his attack. Third floor. How far does it go? Oh good, look at this. Gotcha. What happened? Oh, I think he ran into the wall like an idiot. Oh no, bonus board just keeps getting broken.
Intruder detected.
Intruder detected on our big wheel. It's gonna make us look like fools. Is it this way I want to go? I don't know. Switch up the party again just for fun. Raymer, swap you for Bacchus. I can't even see a thing. I say, what's in this door? Alright, so where shall I begin? Bacchus, how about telling us exactly who you are first? We know who he is. It's a crew member from another ship who's trying to destroy the artifacts or whatever it is. I am precisely who I said I am. Thank you, Bacchus. I am Bacchus D79 of Morphus. What's the Morphus? It's a ship. It is a very straightforward concept. Just as you and Mr. Edge are Earthlings, I am of a race known as the Morphus. Alright, I guess I got that wrong. Bacchi, are all your anger about? You can't call him Bacchi. I'm going to slip that. Oh, God. It's going to be a little slip of the tongue somewhere along the way. Maybe I'll miss it, forget to edit it out, or whatever. You're not calling him Bacchi. I may not look it, but I am a scientist. I lost the use of my body while in the process of fulfilling my duty, so I repaired it to what you see here. Your duty. You mentioned that earlier, the destruction of the epiphanies of guidance, correct? Indeed, that is part of my duty, but not its entirety. Leading the universe towards a just future for the sake of the continued existence of all life. That is the duty of the Morphus. Crikey. What's wrong? Your reaction does not surprise me. I could not blame you if you thought of us as megalomaniacs posturing as some kind of superior beings. However, we are not quite so arrogant. We are merely acting to escape our own destruction. The result will mean safety for all species, but the Morphus are at heart motivated by simple egotism. I see. Your lack of hypocritical selflessness does make it easier to sympathize with your cause. I am honored that you understand. You just said you're acting to escape destruction. What are the epiphanies of guidance anyway? Are they so dangerous they could destroy the entire universe? In a word, yes. As you wish, I shall explain, since we've got nothing else better to do. To do so, I will need to begin with the history of the Cardonian. Oh, God. Until roughly 200 years ago. How long is this lift ride going to take? The Cardionon species had not even developed speech. 200 years? You're telling us they built a civilization like this in only 200 years? Yes, 200 years. Common sense would suggest that to be impossible. Thank you, FaZe. That is correct, but then objects that render common sense meaningless fell upon their planet from deep space. Is this 2001? Are we just playing the plot to 2001? The epiphanies of guidance. Yeah. Precisely so, the Cardionon attained an anomalous rate of evolution and became a savage species with blind faith in the epiphanies. The epiphanies not only warped the Cardionon's natural course of evolution, but also took from them their home. Their home? Why? It's peculiar that, isn't it? You know, when someone says something and then it gets repeated. It's like, I was just thinking about the past. The past? Hey, do you want a drink? A drink? Yes, God. Indeed, the planet Cardionon would not withstand the rigours of its rapidly advancing civilization and was destroyed. Let that be a warning to us all. Consequently, the Cardionon are now a vagrant people with no land to call their own, just a giant spaceship the size of a planet. That's kind of sad. Yeah. I don't really understand, but losing your home is no fun, Kay. Yeah, you said it. I guess you might say the Cardianon were themselves victims at first. The Cardian are now actively seeking a new homeland with this fortress as their mothership. Why don't they just have this fortress as their homeland? They can decorate it however they like. What are they worried about? Which ultimately means invasion, I take it. That is something that cannot be condoned, no matter what the circumstances. Quite so, and that is why I must destroy the Grigory. Grigory? See what I mean? We Morphers use the name Grigory to refer to the epiphanies of guidance. I trust you have seen the mutated Cardianon. Yes. Enough to be sick of them. Damn right, Phase. This is the evolution of the Grigory. This is the evolution the Grigory bring about. By bewitching minds and bewitching planets, they attempt to destroy the universe. That is the Grigory's definition of evolution. Not sure a crystal can have a definition of anything. It is my duty to destroy the Grigory and halt the expansion of that aberrant evolution. Well, in that case, we will help you. Mr. Edge? Edgy. As long as these Grigory are around, what happened on Lemoris will happen again, right? Proper evolution, the future of the universe, all that's way beyond me. But if there's one thing I know, it's that the pain our friend went through can't be allowed to happen again. Mr. Edge, you are a straightforward man. In that way you resemble Mr. Crow quite a bit. What I might do is, instead of cutting this conversation down like what I normally do, is speed it up in parts so you can see how long this goes on for, because it's forever. So it was, Crow. After all, you two invaded this ship and stirred things up together, right? My meeting with Mr. Crow was complete chance. There's a lot of complete chance in this game. I detected a distress signal from his ship while I was on my way here. That lummox's making us all worry like this. Mr. Crow proposed that he and his crew join me in his mission to destroy the Grigory, but before even hearing my answer, he infiltrated the fortress along with his entire ship. By the time I had caught up and stopped him, he was already quite close to the central isolation chamber. It's inconceivable that he might have been able to subdue this entire fortress alone. He sounds like quite an amazing person. Yeah, he's like a more potent version of Edge. Potent, what does that mean? I think it means he smells. No, I'm not anything like Crow. At least I don't think I am. I smell great. Having said that, the Cardianon were equally tenacious. As a result, Mr. Crow's crew sustained injuries. Eventually, we surrendered and were taken prisoner. Even so, I could not permit all of us to be killed. I had Mr. Crow and his crew escape from the facility while I created a diversion with the Cardianon. I can't believe you convinced him. It is as you say, probably just talk to him forever. Mr. Edge, at first, Mr. Crow was adamant about acting as a decoy himself, but he analysed the situation from every available angle and made the best possible choice to prevent annihilation. Mr. Crow is a passionate man, but he is also quite cool-headed. Yeah. Why don't you marry him? I imagine he is bringing my message to EN2, the Morphous Centre of Operations, as we speak. EN2? God. I'll explain it another time, thank Christ. Right now we have more immediate concerns. Doesn't seem like it. We're almost there. Why should think so? Yeah, almost to the Grigory. Right, we're calling him Grigory now. Not Epiphanies of Fate. Save point. Oh my god. Look, another one of those things. A Grigory.
So this is the Grigory.
Shoot it. There we go. It's like the Iron Giant, isn't it?
Please cover your ears.
Do you know what Bacchus reminds me of?
So the explosive power of
Turrican.
a specialized warhead was
You
sufficient.
ever seen a game called Turrican?
My calculations were correct.
I can't remember if it was called Super
They
Turrican
must have
or
been
Mega
very
Turrican.
Precise calculations.
Well,
I think
anyway,
Super
our work here
Turrican.
is done. Now the Cardianon will...
It was on the NES. What's this? Well, I didn't think we were going to get away without a boss fight. And here it is.
It's the Cardianon from before.
It's the machine from the end of Aliens. A lot of Aliens references in this game, isn't there? I tell you what, let's just walk away. It's the slowest thing I've ever seen.
Are we
Our big crystal. No. Blur. Yeah, have a cry about it.
last of our epiphanies?
listen to me, please! The Grigory, the epiphanies of guidance, they're dangerous!
Oh, are there? Oh,
The
right.
evolution
Oh,
they
sorry
cause
about
isn't
everything.
natural. If you keep this up, you'll meet the same fate as your home planet!
We have become gods. The epiphanies of guidance have made us gods.
You're not becoming gods! You're becoming irrational monsters! Nobody should want that!
Now that you mention it, you're right. I'm
The
sorry.
epiphanies of guidance have made us all. Who
Oh no,
are
they're not
one.
listening.
All who are one.
Till all are one.
We are
It's
gods.
the Transformers now.
Gods of the cosmos.
It's no use, Edge. He's not going to listen to anything we say.
But...
Inferior beings, you shall be crushed unto dust.
Crushed unto dust.
What is happening to him?
Wait, this is...
Did you ever play that X-Men arcade game? One of the characters in it, I can't remember who it is, it might be Sabretooth, he says, "I'll tear you to toast." It's one of the most strangest lines I've ever heard come out of a video game's character's mouth. "I'll tear you to toast."
Why? Why did this have to
One of the other
happen?
characters says, "Welcome to die."
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it all!
It's worth checking out, the X-Men arcade game.
Historio.
Sorry then, should I talk over your dramatic screams then? Here we go. Yeah, chain the combo. It's got quite a range on it, isn't it? My god, that has got a range on it. It's got about a 360-degree arc. Heal yourself. Ugh. I think I'm going to run out of fresh sage in the first 10 seconds of this fight. God, this is where I wish the target. Where's FaZe? There he is. Those guns shoot sideways, I swear down. There we go. Oh. I think once your blindside is activated, it should be there. Like, the fact that an enemy can knock you on your ass when you're halfway through a blindside is really unsatisfying. Shoots lasers out of its ass, apparently. I know they do it to increase the tension, but I really wish you could see how much health a boss had left. Whoa, I've been trying to do this for ages, just accidentally did it then. I think I've figured out how you do it. So you have to fill your rush gauge, then hold the trigger and press square. Whereas I was trying to activate rush, then activate a move with the trigger, then press square again. That's not how you do it. I'll try that again next time I get a full rush gauge. Alright, let's try it again. It didn't work. It didn't work. Whatever it is, it didn't work. So I don't get it. Maybe I just cocked it up a bit. I'll try again next time I get a full rush gauge. I can't move. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Oh my god. FaZe is the last one. Right, hang on. Fresh Sage on Limmel. Right, with this guy, we'll switch him out with Raymond. Right, what cures stun? I wish it was just called Stun Cure, but it won't. It'll be called like Magic Berries or something. Let's see. Aquaberries cures poison. Basil cures paralysis. That must be it. Basil. Makes sense, doesn't it? Right, here we go. Let's try again. Got 100 rush gauge. I'm going to launch into a move and press square. See if that does it. That doesn't do it, so I don't get how it works. I have to look it up on an FAQ. Quick. I think when he's about to do a move, that little blue circle on his chest is weak point. Get the weak point now. There you go. Get him. Get him the weak point. Nice. Burning through my healing items. This could be my first game over. I don't know if I'm ever going to beat this guy. The frustration's building because I have no idea how close I am or how far away. This guy could be on 1% health. He could be on 96% health. I've got no clue. I think the fight's been going for about 20 minutes. Hey! Thank God for that. Oh, the relief, the pure relief.
There's so much left to do.
You're not wrong there, Edge.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yay, one level. You should be alright. Yeah. We'll sort her out in a bit. Edge, press 10,000 buttons. I feel like that was just that boss fight. I wonder if the PS4 controller has like diagnostic information on it. Like, I wonder if the controller knows how many times each button has been pressed overall, like over the lifetime of it. Not to bring it back to retail work, but the printers at work do. You know, the ones that print off the receipts. So if you open up the flap, then hold the paper feed button, then push the flap down again, it prints off this huge reel of stats that can tell you like how many lines it's printed, how many times the paper cut is activated, how many times you've changed the rolls, how many times you've lifted the flap. This is all interesting stuff.
Edge truly is an impressive man.
Try it if you work in a shop. Open the flap for the till rule, hold down the paper feed button, then close the flap again while keeping the button held, and it'll print off this huge list of stats.
Bad guy. So I'm not gonna be mad at these people anymore, okay?
That's very grown up of you.
And you're just as impressive, Limmel.
Let's hurry to the reactor, people. We're gonna shut that tractor beam down and get out of here.
Aye, aye, sir. Uh-oh.
Filthy, inferior beings. We are taking you with us.
It's got a thermal detonator.
Look out!
Oh my god. Nice knowing you.
Bacchus!
Bacchus, are you alright?
Yes.
Operation Level C. Repair feasible. I have slightly limited use of my left leg and right arm.
It's not bad going.
It's not a problem.
Wow.
Ooh, you big dummy. I was so scared.
And what's the point of this whole scene then? Just to waste a bit of time? Or just to show how brave the robot guy is?
You saved our lives.
Yes.
It is nothing to concern yourselves with. I have only done what should be expected of a comrade.
These people form attachments to
I
each
see.
other rapidly.
Can you walk?
Locomotion may prove somewhat difficult, but I will manage.
Locomotion.
Don't
Can anyone
push
hear the
yourself.
word locomotion without
Help me
hearing
out
of the
here,
song
Faze.
Do the
Of course.
Locomotion? It's a smash hit at
You
weddings
are
and
indeed
stuff.
As heavy as you look.
Forgive me.
Or it was when I was growing up anyway.
Don't worry about it.
I think it's
You
Kylie
saved our
Minogue, I could
lives.
be wrong.
This
Do
is
the
nothing.
locomotion.
I'm afraid he
Everybody's
really
doing the
is
brand new
heavy.
dance now. Come on, baby,
That's
do
the
the
weight of our lives,
locomotion.
Faze. Deal with it.
Believe me, I am.
Bacchus left the party, incapacitated. Yeah, I just saw he leapt on a grenade. Hooray! Another successful boss fight. There we go, it's a trial and a half now. Let's check the stats. So playtime, we're at 11 and a half hours, 318 battles, and we're now level 28. Good go, I'm gonna do that every time now. Okay, thanks for watching. Next time we blow this joint, I'll see you then. Thanks and bye.